大家好，我是青青。今天我们继续《火焰纹章之风花雪月黑旧线》到第13期，也是帝国线到第4期。我们直接开始进军吧。阿里安罗德攻城战，白银的少女。
In order to secure a successful invasion of Ferdiad, Edelgard launches a raid on the fortress city of Arianrode, which occupies a key position on the border. At Arianrode, a mage serving House Blathed, named Cornelia, and the head of House Fraldarius, Rodrigue, strengthen their defenses.
我们把位置换一下，佩托拉的话离我近一点，待会儿让菲尔迪南特呢走到这里来，然后放一个神速态势。还有3个在这里，这里有2个奶妈，不需要这么多奶妈，换一个过来。看一下敌人的分布啊，关达尔的话，理论上来说，他就是洛贝家的吧？那么在青狮县里面，他是直接倒向了帝国。这里的话，他居然还是支持王国的。英古利特拿着卢恩，然后这里的话是科尔纳利亚，然后这就是罗德利古，罗德利古的话，他居然是个奶妈，神圣骑士，他儿子菲利克斯，佐尔坦之剑。地板陷阱。话说，为什么单单只有英古利特出现了呢？那其他的，你像雅尼特呀，你像梅斯怎么没来呢？因为这个罗德利古啊，他其实是英古利特的前公公。因为英古利特的未婚夫呢是罗德利古的大儿子啊，也就是菲利克斯他哥哥，后来死在达斯卡巨变之中了。
How could they deceive me and close in on Arianrode? But it's not like I'm just going to stand by and watch. I will slaughter them all.
So this is the Silver Maiden. Seeing it with my own eyes, I finally understand its strength. Especially the fact that its strength is distributed across its frontal defenses. We'll attack the front and keep our enemy occupied, while the others enter by the east gate.
Tightness, my lovely dolls. Seek out the enemy and destroy them. And if the chance presents itself, I wouldn't mind being rid of those unsightly kingdom forces too.
Are those Cornelia's magical weapons? Impressive.
话说，在黑旧帝国线里面，怎么这个科尔纳利亚直接跟艾戴尔打了起来啊？如果我们玩轻视线的话呢，这个科尔纳利亚还有这个关达尔，他们都是直接支持艾戴尔了，都不装了。现在怎么的还要装一下？我们看一下这个泰塔尼斯。打泰塔尼斯的话，应该会掉落阿加尔金属吧？左边这里能过去吗？哦，左边这儿就有个箱子。我看一下啊，敌方的话，我们本站要杀掉所有的将领。将领的话，就这里有2个。然后3个、4个、5个，干掉他们5个就可以了。
Ready for anything.
I will prevail.
你最多走到这里对吧？那我待会儿的话就
What's my strategy?
飞哥，看我的吧。
Part of me has been waiting for this since I met you. No need for chit-chat. Come at me.
Allow me to demonstrate. It's over.
I failed.
飞哥躺得好妖娆啊，这太性感了吧这。
Felix, I'm so sorry. I swear to avenge you.
如果我们把菲利克斯挖到黑臼的话呢，这里就可以让他直接对战他老爹了啊！他杀起他老爹来可是一点都不手软。然后佩特拉过来给我跳个舞。我先让林哈尔特过来给我加个血吧，不然的话我有点危险。
Well done.
跳舞。
Thanks.
Aw, such a shame. I always thought we'd end up being good friends. But here you are as my enemy. The only thing left to do is kill you, right?
Here is something to believe in.
Oh, so this is as far as I could get. All is in accordance with this carefully crafted script of ours. What a masterpiece! What a delightful dance!
他的意思就是说，艾戴尔骗了他们。尼古利特，你为什么要送死呢？
For the Empire.
I am the king's shield, devoted to protecting the kingdom, as well as the king's lance, who kills his foes. In the name of House Fraldarius, I will defeat you all.
真的吗？我不信。
On my family's honor.
What？ 艾戴尔。
I've done all I can. I must retreat for now.
哇，不是吧？他把艾戴尔给秒杀了，这么狠的吗？
I'll cut a bloody path.
这么狠的吗？我不信啊，我。
Her will demands it. It is all for Her Majesty.
More effective.
Understood.
There's no stopping me.
沉默。看一下，命中时封锁对手的魔法。沉默。他刚才嘎尔的他是中没中啊？他没中，哎。
More fighting. It's win or die.
术师打重装啊
Maybe it's better this way. I do this for all of us. Ernie's just no good.
Put me in there.
We all choose our paths, and I've chosen mine. I fight for my lord to the death.
For the king!
What? What the? What? 我去你妈
I
的！
cannot die here. For now, I must retreat.
You have chosen to assist the Empire, even while knowing of their deeds. I am truly disappointed in you, Professor.
其实因古利特呢也是可以被挖掘的啊！你如果挖了他，在这场战斗里面呢，就可以让他对战这个罗德利古啊，他公公，或者是对战这个菲利克斯啦，应该是也会有特殊对话的吧。
Prepare yourself, heel of the Empire. A wretch like you will never be qualified to rule over Fodlan. Let's turn the tables.
完了，他对我使用了计策，这样的话我就不能。25%的几率，我居然还中了。这样的话我不能动了呀。 妈的，打马努埃拉，我去！
them well.
Traps awaiting us inside the castle. What a nuisance. But with such large-scale traps, there must be some sort of mechanism to control them.
哎呀，我不能动了呀！
Traps are still functional. There must be more of these devices.
还有一个在这儿啊，在这儿。
So this is it. Your Majesty, please bring us victory.
"小王子已经继位了，所以他才说让皇帝帮他这个赢得胜利啊。
So.
"跳舞。
Caution is prudent.
"沉默他也没什么用啊。
Thanks.
I think I'm improving. Who's next? Get in line.
你可以过去捡一下这个，但是其实也用不着啊。
I owe you one.
伤到自己人
My
了！
resolve.
别了，英布利特放过我吧！很好，意思。
Does a whelp like you really expect to kill me? I am Gwendol, the Grey Lion, a knight by the hand of Count Rowe. Do your worst. Cha! Ugh.
行了，可以结束战斗了。我来，哎，我人呢？哎，啊！
Allow me to demonstrate.
Or maybe I've become like him.
英古利特，英古利特。他说的意思就是说，他跟他未婚夫一样啊，是死在了帝国的手里。可以结束战斗了，死神骑士。接连2个必杀。廉颇老矣啊，已不能犯。
Death grows more distant. This sparks pleasure.
Still room to improve.
Victory is ours. Aryan Road has fallen. Another army will take control of Aryan Road. As for us, we will take all of the military force we can muster and advance to the kingdom capital of Ferdiad. It won't be long before all of Fodlan is unified. Everyone, this is our last push. Our goal is within reach. What turn of events has brought you so suddenly to Garreg Mach, Uncle?
Well, my business in the old Alliance territory had roughly finished. I wanted to see the face of my niece, who so bravely took Aryan Road. I have heard that it was done with truly magnificent tact, and that you even deceived some of your allies.
I'm happy to have earned your praise. However, to say that I deceived my allies is a bit misleading. I despise leaks of information, and there may have been a church rat hiding amongst our ranks.
Ah, I see. However, there are some unfortunate consequences. Cornelia surely planned to betray them, but she has been struck down. Truly wasteful meddling. Unless... was it your intention to kill her?
想杀了他，不想杀他都无所谓，想杀了他。
Professor, don't joke about that. The only ones we came to kill were our enemies. She used a terrible magic weapon. Dolls that she could move and fight with. Did you know about them?
Well now, if that were the case, would it not have been better to keep her as an ally? If you are only capable of such imprudence, this dark cloud might hang over the Empire's future as well.
Thank you for your concern. However, I will sweep aside any darkness that comes our way.
艾戴尔拽起来了，装起来了。
I will be praying. Praying that the Empire will not become another Aryan Road.
Another Aryan Road? Just what do you mean?
I must take my leave now. Farewell.
Lady Edelgard, there you are. We just received some truly shocking news. It is said that pillars of light have rained from the heavens and disintegrated Aryan Road.
Disintegrated?
光柱从天而降，把阿利安罗德整个城市都毁了。这是扔了个原子弹呀！这是？难道是亚兰德尔宫
Why would he do that? Was Lord Arundel just here? So that would mean...
休伯特的声音在颤抖啊，很少见他这种样子。
Hubert, give me the full report.
My apologies. I, of all people, should be able to control my discomposure. The Pillars of Light descended and exploded, resulting in the complete destruction of the main building and the North Wall. It is believed that all key people within House Row, including its leader, were killed.
洛贝家全死光了，这倒是个好事。
Of the Imperial officers and men we kept at Aryan Road, about a third are unaccounted for.
It can't be true. So, this is my uncle's trump card. In exchange for striking down Cornelia, he has destroyed Aryan Road.
Perhaps we acted too soon in our disposal of Cornelia.
No. If we'll be fighting them soon, there's no disadvantage to weakening their forces. It's also extremely valuable that we force them to show their hand. Hubert, the investigation you made into the legend of Aelel, the Valley of Torment, this is likely what took place back then as well.
Yes. The probability is high.
炼狱之谷阿利尔啊，那里呢也全都是岩浆，全都是火。 一切生命都已经消失了，难道也是被这群地底人、被阿加尔人破坏掉的吗
North of Garreg Mach, there is a valley where the earth is always aflame. Once javelins of light fell from the sky there. They pierced the earth and set the forest ablaze, creating a land of torment. We believed it may have been the work of the goddess, but it was actually an attack by those who slither in the dark.
果然是阿加尔人干的，不可能是女神干的嘛？女神是苏蒂斯，你看苏蒂斯的样，肯定是个好人啊。
That sums up all that we know.
By gifting us that knowledge, those who died at Aryan Road will not have died in vain.
Indeed, it would be good to control the flow of this information.
True. We'll conceal this from everyone as best we can. I trust you, my teacher. I'm sure everyone has heard about what transpired at Aryan Road. The Church has displayed their cowardice by indiscriminately using forbidden practices to kill the residents there.
你看，你看，艾戴尔又在这里。唉。
Their victims also include members of House Row, the Imperial Army, and many, many more.
According to our investigation, the forbidden attack that destroyed Aryan Road cannot be used again so quickly. Even so, we cannot delay our efforts. We must put a stop to all of this by the end of next month. The leader of one of the Imperial factions has already initiated an attack on the Fraldarius territory lost by Rodrigue. Soon all obstacles blocking our path to Ferdiad will have vanished.
A cornered animal is at its most deadly. We must move quickly. Next, we march through the Tailtean Plains. After that, we destroy Ferdiad. At that time, complete Imperial control over Fodlan will finally be a reality.
Oh, I'm shaking with excitement! Bring on the battle!
I understand that a confrontation is inevitable. Still, I wonder if there's some path we could take that would cause less suffering.
This is the only path for the goal we are reaching for, and so we must keep walking on it. We are walking down the path to a better tomorrow.
A cornered church? Well, count me out from any forbidden sorcery that can destroy whole cities. If only there was an easier way to get more information on crests and relics.
You are as negative as usual, Linhardt. We have but one order: to emerge victorious.
We're going to win this. We really are. After all, if we lose, everything will be terrible forever. Oh, no way! We can't let that happen!
There's a lot to worry about, but I'm sure it will all work out. We'll win no matter what!
Part 2. Crimson Flower. Great Tree Moon. Field of Revenge. With the capture of Aryan Road complete, the Imperial Army moves to invade the kingdom capital. They plot to send troops toward now vulnerable House Fraldarius territory and plan to attack Ferdiad from two sides.
"这也是帝国线的最后1个月了。
So, Aryan Road has fallen.
其实我觉得呢，小王子还是瞎了一只眼睛比较帅啊。你这2只眼睛都在的话，配上这个乱糟糟的头发啊，看上去有点怪怪的。
Rodrigue, Felix, Ingrid, I swear that I will not allow your deaths to be in vain.
The scouts have just now returned. Seems the Imperial army is marching toward the kingdom capital. Are you certain about this, Dmitri? As king, do you think it wise to intercept them yourself?
No need to worry yourself. Even if I am defeated, the Blathed bloodline will live on.
啥意思啊？小王子，你不是最后1个了吗？你不是你家最后1个了吗？难道说在这5年之间发生了什么我们不知道的事情，你的血脉会延续下去？按道理说，他们家真的死的只剩他1个了，好像。
And the kingdom's territory has never been rich in resources. If the castle falls under siege, our loss is inevitable. I will deploy my army onto the plains and wait for the enemy. Please position your forces so that they can flank the Imperial army.
Yes. Given the present situation, making the plains our battlefield is a logical choice. I have no objection. However,
there is only one person I am after. I have no interest in any other prey.
I will take you at your word. Erasing the other child's existence is my task, and mine alone. I will get you back, Mother. I promise.
What do you think, Lady Edelgard? Will they shut themselves inside of Ferdiad?
They will try to intercept us. Of course, Ferdiad will not fall so easily. Even so, if we were to cut off their supply line with a large army, it would eventually fall. It makes much more sense for them to wager everything on a victory at the Tailtean Plains.
塔尔丁平原，也就是1000年前圣者赛罗斯和涅美西斯决战的地方。
The same plains where the so-called divine Saros defeated Nemesis, the King of Liberation, in a comeback victory over 1,000 years ago. And about 400 years ago, the hero Lu created the kingdom by defeating the Emperor of the time on those very plains. Their goal must be to recreate that scene.
Yes, I suppose so. Although the Imperial army is powerful, if we were to compare the strength of our best to the best of the Knights of Saros, we would likely come up short. The Kingdom's army and House Blathed are also renowned for their unmatched persistence. On the battlefield, it can be assumed that their one and only goal will be to strike you down.
Are you telling me to stay off the battlefield?
Naturally. You are their aim, Your Majesty. You must know it only makes sense to keep you out of their reach.
And you must know that, at a time like this, I absolutely cannot withdraw.
Of course I know that. That is why I will refrain from asking you again to stay away from the battlefield.
The Immaculate One, descendants of the 10 elites, and other extremely fearsome foes await us. But with the help of our friends, we have a chance of defeating them. We're the only ones who can. Within our group, I am included among those with the kind of strength we need to win. I absolutely will not remove myself from the front lines. Professor, You have that same strength as well, whether or not you realize it yet.
当然。
As Emperor, I must not die in this war, and it would be unacceptable to lose you as well. Until the very end, we'll survive this trial together. Understood?
看一下支援信息，卡斯帕尔和塞米亚。
Caspar, how have you been?
Oh, Shamir. I've been normal. Yep, totally normal.
What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong.
Then you should try to act like it. If something is bothering you, say it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm disappointed, Caspar. I thought you were the type to always speak your mind.
Alright, fine. You got me. Truth is that I heard something about you. I heard you fought in the battle between the Empire and Dagda.
Yes. And?
And I heard that you maybe lost someone important in that battle.
Perhaps. What's your point?
No point. Not trying to make a point. I just didn't know you were involved in all that. I was hoping we could be friends, but you fought against the Empire. You obviously have every reason to hate them, so I'm sure you don't want me around.
What does my past have to do with you?
My father was responsible for a lot of what happened to the Dagdans.
Are you responsible for your father's actions?
Well, no, but kinda. I know I wasn't there, but I gotta...
Bring them back.
Huh?
If you're responsible, then bring back the lives that were lost. If you can't, then spare me your pity.
But...
Yesterday's enemy is today's ally. You have to abandon old feuds. Only then can you face me as a friend.
马努艾拉和阿罗伊斯。
Aloise, what a pleasant surprise. Would you care to join me?
Ah, perfect. I was just looking for someone to dine with. Let's raid the dining hall, shall we?
My goodness, but you're in a good mood.
Manuela, I have some news. I received a letter from my wife today.
Oh?
My daughter just picked up a new skill. Can you guess what it might be?
Singing? Dancing? I've no idea what parents teach their kids, or why they even have children at all. Still, give me a hint. Fishing? Bricklaying? Cooking?
That's right! Spot on as always. My wife is teaching her the basics.
The basics of... which?
Next time I'm home, my daughter will be able to cook me all my favorite meals. What a lucky father I am. Is any father in the world luckier than I?
I don't know. And I don't care to know.
My wife greeting me at the door. My daughter's nervous face as she sets the meal on the table. Oh, I'm so excited I bet I won't even be able to taste the food as I devour it.
Wouldn't your daughter appreciate it more if you took the time to savor?
Then I'll say, how delicious! That was the second best meal I've ever had.
Not first best? Shouldn't you encourage her?
Mommy's cooking is the best, but you're a close runner-up, darling.
Why would you say?
Oh, Daddy, I'm so happy you liked it, she'll say, as she embraces me, a big smile on her little face. Ah, what could make a man happier?
You've forgotten I'm here, haven't you? All I wanted was a dinner companion. What did I do to deserve this?
机的话，也就只有一个和意境的天与地了。我们等到教会线再打这个支线。小组课题的话，就你俩没有问题。特别训练，艾德尔辅助，艾德尔没有什么好指导他的了呀。
I'm improving, thanks. Nothing worth celebrating. Praise isn't necessary, really. I still have much to learn. I still have much to learn.
Kaspar.
That went way better than expected. That went way better than expected. Nailed it! Perfect! I'll get it next time, too. Thanks for your help.
My thanks.
Your instruction has been beneficial. I suppose this will serve me well.
You're a good professor. That wasn't difficult. Your praise is appreciated. That wasn't difficult. That wasn't difficult. I'm finding my focus.
Let's do that again sometime. Let's do that again sometime.
I am relieved I got it right. I am quite pleased. I am beginning to understand.
I've got something I want to ask you.
老师，随着日复一日的战斗，我觉得酒的消耗量变多了。哎呀，不只是我，是整个大修道院哦，是不是稍微留意一下比较好呢？只是酒而已，不用在意，尽管喝。
That seems wrong.
嗯
Yeah, wrong.
我让你放开、敞开肚皮喝还不好？你要干嘛呀你？你要上天？
We've got this.
This should be easy enough.
We're on a roll. Can't let this power go unused.
I always was a quick study.
今天的话呢，我们继续修养。
I work to grow.
休伯特的生日举行茶会。休伯特的话，他喜欢那个什么特服。茶的话就不知道他喜欢什么了。香柠檬茶、洋甘菊花茶、薰衣草茶、草本茶、玫瑰花茶，深受王国和同盟的贵族欢迎。那人家是帝国的贵族呀。香柠檬茶吧。
If you insist on inviting me here, I don't mind. Thank you. Flavorful. Yes.
希望成为伙伴的人。
Yes.
两人曾一同欢笑的话题，金汉骑士团的传言。
Yes.
新计策的提案。
Most who spend time around me seem to become bored and depressed.
刚才休伯特是不是脸红了？没那种事。要凝视一下休伯特吗？
Soothing.
居然会有凝视休伯特的时候。休伯特居然会脸红。
Quiet. What? Oh my. Quiet. Surely not.
笑死我了，笑死我了。
Soothing.
行了，行了，行了。
Thank you. This was more enjoyable than I thought.
We're on a roll.
Perhaps I'll expand the scope of my research.
"继续修养。
We're on a roll.
Another skill refined.
I'm a quick study.
I still have much to learn.
哎，他俩的支援等级提升了。
Huh? What's wrong, Edelgard?
Why do you ask?
You always look at me funny, but right now you're looking at me more normal.
You can seem rather oblivious, but then you go and shock me with your keen insight.
Whoa, it's a little harsh.
Is it? You only have yourself to blame for the reputation. As for me, I've always thought of you as something of a victim.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, you're a victim of Fodlan's antiquated system of nobility. You're skilled and you work hard, yet you still play second fiddle to your less capable older brother. Even still, you fight on, not allowing yourself to be discouraged by it all.
这跟贵族制度没有关系吧？好吧，你就算是现代社会，那父母愿意把遗产给谁就给谁了，人家不喜欢废长立幼，那又有什么办法呢？这不是废掉贵族制度可以解决的问题啊，好吗？你废掉贵族制度，人家的遗产也照样是人家的遗产，好吗？
People like you help to fuel my fire. If I can only smash this rotten system, I could save you.
You've always got a whole lot to say about your grand plans for the future.
Just hear me out. I've realized that I was wrong about you. I can now see that you've found a way to live the life you want to live. Simply put, you love working hard, and you love training. You don't know the meaning of surrender. I never thought such a genuine person could really exist.
That's a lot to take in. You're not too far off, though. I try to live life the way I want to. I wasn't that way when we first met, but I've changed since then. Nowadays, what you see is what you get.
It doesn't matter that you have burdens to bear. Despite that, you never stray from your path. You don't let anything tie you down. I can hardly imagine a life like that. To be honest, I'm a bit jealous.
Well, I don't think I could live the way you do, but I admire you for sticking to it. You never let your burdens get you down. You try to push through them instead. If I'm being honest, I changed my mind about you a while back.
Is that so?
You can be real critical of yourself, and you admit it when you make a mistake.
That's true. I certainly make mistakes, but I feel it's important to own up to them.
I probably make twice as many mistakes as you, but I don't notice half of them.
This is no laughing matter, Caspar. Then again, that's part of how you choose to live as well, isn't it?
That it is. But it doesn't change what I promised before. I'm gonna keep fighting for you, Edelgard. Even if we don't live our lives the same way, I'll help cut a path through so you can follow safely behind.
I don't doubt it. The future is ours, Caspar. I'm counting on you to help clear the way.
这是帝国线到最后一个周末了。最后一个月有什么新的任务吗？倾覆战场的恐惧，只要一想起战场，我的膝盖就会开始震颤。这个时候，若能有安心凝神的香草就好了。
Hey, I could use a hand.
到哪里去找香草给他呢？啊，那必然的话是去温室啊。
How about Ferdiad, the kingdom capital? From the Empire's perspective, it seems like the northernmost edge of the world. I have come a long way following you and Edelgard. To think, what if I had succeeded Duke Ire as Prime Minister? I would never have had all these experiences.
不愧是贵族。
Please do not tease, Professor. I think all of this has changed me a little bit.
我原以为选这个选项的话会加他的好感，没想到选错了。
For now, let us join together and walk the path that Her Majesty lays out.
我看一下我的志愿信息的话，跟菲尔迪南特还差一点，跟埃戴尔也差一点，卡斯帕尔，还有跟亚里扎。黑色发绳，留着长发之人的东西。留长发的人可太多了。
If the enemy forces come to intercept us, chances are high that we'll clash on the Tailtean Plains. The Tailtean Plains were the site of a famous battle in ancient times, right? That's what some book type at the library said, at any rate.
这个塔尔丁平原是哪儿呢？其实的话呢，它就是我们游戏一开始的 CG 啊，就是赛罗斯大人跟涅梅西斯打的那个地方。
Okay. And rumor has it, King Dimitri is always accompanied by a man from Dusker with a terrifying face.
嘟嘟有这么凶狠吗？
And what's more, this man is said to be so huge, he's often mistaken for a bear.
壮熊。谁他妈躲在这儿呀
Professor, I have worries. What have I been achieving? When the war is ended, I will be returning to Bridget with much new potential. But have I had enough growth to become the ruler?
你可以的。
I have gratitude. I will take your words into my heart. Bridget pride, techniques, and culture. I will be showing all of the world who we are.
垂死病中惊坐起，大喊一声：“我可以！”
Professor? Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. The time has finally come to set out for the kingdom capital, Ferdiad. I thought the same thing last month, but I still can't believe the plan was to ambush Aryan Road. I know it couldn't be helped, but even I wasn't let in on the secret. Me! Not gonna lie, that hurt a little. Ah, well, let's forget about that. I'm praying for your victory and your safe return.
跟安娜对个话吧。鹰嘴豆。
Interesting. Seems like the war is gonna end soon. Once the dust settles, it'll be back to rolling in fat stacks of gold for me.
安娜的神秘店铺的话呢，其实用不着，好像没什么可以买的了。还想庆祝大树节。
Hey.
I thought you were going to attack the kingdom capital, but you attacked Aryan Road instead? Well, you sure had me fooled. She's a tricksy one, that Lady Edelgard. But this time, you really are going for the capital, right? I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah.
新的一年要开始了。
Boo. Okay.
Pardon me.
I have a fiancée back home, and I promised her I'd come back alive. No matter how tough the fight gets, I won't die. I have to survive and make it back to her.
你这是经典 flag 好吗？什么未婚妻在家里等着你，那么你一定是回不来的。嘿，我们找到了安神的花。 草本植物种子。好吧，用不着再种了，反正我们已经没有下一回了。
Thanks. I'm glad I asked you.
For now, let us join together and walk the path that Her Majesty lays out. How could you possibly think?
这个肯定是菲尔迪南特的农业租税的报告书。
Oh, I was looking for this. Thank you so much.
宣传奇迹的歌姬马努埃拉表演的传单，会是崇拜马努埃拉之人的东西吗？这肯定是他的。
How could you possibly?
啊？黑舅除了你，谁还喜欢马努埃拉啊？哦，我知道了，是 Dorothea 的，好吧，好吧。擅长狩猎之人。 讨厌扫除之人。
How could you pop?
会修剪眉毛及胡须之人。
How could you?
防雷的护身符，害怕打雷之
How
人。
could you pop?
经常整理长发之人。
How could you?
尼玛！喜欢奇特游戏之人。
How could you?
这。
How could you?
这也不是你的，留着长发之人。
How could you?
好吧，这好像都不是他的啊，走吧。出去找一下卡斯帕尔。
Right.
其实吧。
For now.
我跟他的支援度一定要堆上来啊！那我们看一下菲尔迪南特他喜欢什么吧。他喜欢收集武具，保持贵族的风范，骑马红茶正义，符合贵族身份的言行高处。
For now.
吃肉，浇花，骑马，哎，喜欢保养武器，这个他一定喜欢。
Exactly what I hoped for. Exactly what I hoped for.
到了没啊？没有。
For now.
继续送。旅行料理、大自然艺术、传信的猫头鹰的羽毛、帝王学之书、罪行政治。他应该不会罪行政治吧？送给他看看呢。
What a kind gift.
看来他不喜欢这个礼物啊，就一般性的。
Exactly what I hoped for. Exactly what I hoped for.
到了没啊？哎，算了。 看来差的有点多。支援度不够的话呢，我们可以去这个阿比斯啊，找那个占星师结缘。
All right, off to the kingdom capital we go. Huh. I feel like I've said that before.
没有记错。
Yeah, you usually know what you're talking about. I just can't remember when I would have said it.
不擅长魔道是你的吗
What's this? Yeah, that's definitely mine. You really saved me with this. I owe you one, Professor.
破洞的上衣是他的，擅长狩猎。
What's this? What's this? What's this? Yeah, that's definitely mine. You really saved me with this. I owe you one, Professor.
那个害怕打雷的护符是他的。
What's this? What's this? What's this?
这肯定不是他的，他都没有长发。哎，我跟他的支援等级提升了，就是不知道，在什么地点提升了。我们先去一趟大厅。
The Knights of Seros are led by the Archbishop herself, and the Kingdom Army is led by none other than the King. I have faith that the Imperial Army will prevail, but it still makes my knees feel a bit wobbly.
你真没种啊！
The idea of defeating Rhea is beginning to feel more like a reality. Some may say that I'm returning her goodwill with betrayal, but I believe I've worked off my debt. The real problem is a certain someone else.
那家伙追里尔，吉尔伯特，卡多利努应该是追里尔吧？他的徒弟啊。
I taught him some archery, but we are of different birth and hold different values. I was speaking of Catherine. I can see her coming to slaughter me, driven by her mixed emotions of love and hate.
是这样吗？那这样的话呢，我们待会儿的战斗之中啊，我们让萨米亚去打这个卡多利奴的话，一定会有特殊对话。那我们到时候就试一下吧。
Did you want something? Sorry, I was a bit lost in thought. Or rather, I was thinking about work. My brother had sorted out all his personal affairs, but apparently he'd forgotten about his work duties. So now I've got a ton more work on my plate. Oh, brother, why must you be so careless? Once this war is over, I'm gonna take a vacation and get some well-earned rest, back home with my mother.
你这次怎么不去刺杀啊？因为罗德利古已经死了。
We're almost to the kingdom capital of Ferdiad. Just imagine, the war might almost be over. But is it true that Aryan Road was annihilated? What in the world happened? What is the Seros Church really?
单凭现状也无法判断，现在只能相信自己。攻陷王都后就会知道。
Let's just focus on this battle right now.
这全是艾德尔贾特栽赃嫁祸呀！
Professor, once you set out on your next mission, you won't be able to have a proper meal for a while, right? You should eat up while you can. Build up your physical strength to prepare for the mission.
《休伯特和佩托拉》。
While I have little interest in food, I will admit to a weakness for this one dish.
I would be liking that greatly.
蜜桃冰沙、贝尔和伊艾里扎。
Ooh, this is my favorite. You've got great taste.
This food brings fond memories.
我们来请艾黛尔和菲尔迪南特吃一顿，看看他们有什么特殊对话。
Ferdinand, I hope you'll take this opportunity to speak freely to me.
I do not require your permission to speak my mind.
马努安拉和阿路伊斯。
This is a wonderful dish. You could sell this in any restaurant in the capital.
Oh, my favorite food. You've got to try this.
来一个铁板瘦肉，卡斯帕尔和塞米亚。
I can eat so much of this stuff. My stomach's growling just thinking about it.
I like seeing a table full of my favorite dishes.
最后来汉尼曼和朵罗西亚。
I think I like this, but it's been a while, so I'm not sure.
This is my most favorite dish of all. I love it almost as much as Crestology itself.
请完了之后呢，我们再过来这里啊，请菲尔迪南特一起做个饭。福朵拉终极美味啊，需要阿鲁比涅陀鹿肉女神使者加纳德包裹，我们一个都没有。魅火汤的话是萨拉德含冰菜，不死之身锅防守加1。摩尔菲斯里幸运加2，大头鱼速度加1，女王泥鳅的话技巧加2，兽王肉排，兽王肉排吧，来一个。
I may not look like it, but I know how to cook. Not that I am very experienced. This is a tough recipe. Whoa! Oh, rats. No, I can do it. Right.
菲尔迪南特呢，他就是这样，人菜瘾大。好吧，我跟他的好感度还没有到 A。走吧，我们去触发一下跟卡斯帕尔的 A 级助人剧情。这里还过不去啊！就在这儿了。
Hey,
Professor. Do you have a minute, Professor? I gotta talk to you. I've been thinking a lot about those brigands with the scorpion tattoos, and I realized something. I mean, I'll feel better if I get this off my chest, right?
说来听听，不听也没关系。这什么鬼？选这个？
No, I really want you to hear this. I've never thought about something so hard in my life. Okay, listen. I think I can't deny who I am. I know you were right 5 years ago when you told me not to chase after that suspicious guy. But I still can't get over the possibility that he might have hurt those kids. I would have regretted not stopping him for the rest of my life. There's no way I could forgive myself. It sounds awful to say, but the safety of those kids is more important to me than the knights we lost. I'm sorry, Professor, but I can't promise that I won't disobey your orders in the future.
把这一点考虑进去也是我的职责。
I know. It's too big a risk to keep me around. I won't cause a fuss. I'll just pack my bags and... Wait, what? I guess so. You're really okay with me sticking around? Even if I might not always follow orders? People could get hurt if you let me keep doing things my way.
每个人作风呢都不太一样。
Just like that? I almost can't believe it. I really struggled to come to this decision, you know? I want to stand by your side, but I won't stop standing up for what I believe in. I know I might cause trouble for everyone, but I just, you know, I give up. I've got nothing else to say. I should have just kept my mouth shut.
接下来也一起加油吧。
Yeah, I know. Thanks, Professor. Thanks for accepting me for who I am. I'm glad I get to keep fighting by your side.
Okay.
接受真实的自己吧，不要再改来改去的啦。谁在这儿？
Professor, what should I do? Everyone's acting like this is leading up to the final chapter in a book or something. Is the battle ahead really going to be that climactic? Am I not taking it seriously enough?
足够啦，足够啦。
You think so? All right, I believe you. I'm ready for this. I am. Yeah, we're going to win.
加油吧，贝尔，你可以的。
No.
我们让菲尔迪南特和伊艾里扎。
Professor, let me sing for you. Do you not like my voice? It would make a Pegasus dance with joy.
I almost forgot how to sing.
伊艾里扎好高啊，他有多高？193哦。那菲尔迪南特呢？180。怪不得比伊艾里扎矮那么多。我跟菲尔迪南特的好感终于到了，终于到了。
The war is at its end. Has the time finally come that I might kill you?
看看是你斩杀我，还是我斩杀你呢？你在我手底下一回合都走不过啊，伊艾里扎！人菜瘾还大，整天要斩杀我。就算战争结束，战斗也会继续。
It is true. Those petulant fleas must be picked off one by one. They are nothing if not persistent. That is mine. Appreciated.
那个扎头发的发神是他的。
That is mine. appreciated.
这个甜食罐头也是他的。
I don't recognize that.
其他东西应该是没有了。我跟
The war is up. Thank you.
他喜欢什么茶呢？他喜欢甜甜的茶。我有没有甜甜的茶？梅茶、东方风味茶、苹果茶，来个苹果茶吧。
What do you want? What a fine fragrance.
哦，你喜欢苹果茶
Thank you. It's hot. Hmm.
午餐的话题。
Oh. Hmm.
我信赖着你。嗯，视为目标的人物。
I disagree.
他喜欢道具的保养吗？ 邀请一同用餐的对象。
I disagree.
啊，你喜欢午餐的话题却。
Thank you.
什么玩意儿？我靠，浪费呀！哦，好了好了，我跟他的这个好感度也上来了。
I wonder what the captain would say if he knew we were planning to take down Lady Rhea. Lady Rhea and Captain Gerald went back pretty far. But hey, it's your decision. I'm sure he would have understood in the end. Now, onward to Ferdiad. I'm ready.
Ready, go.
Yeah.
What an interesting way of looking at life. Ah, it is you. Just at the right time.
都这么晚了，真是用功。
Oh, is it nighttime already? I must have gotten carried away. There is something I wanted to discuss. Something about you. I am starting to believe that you are a true hero. You hold the lost crest, you wield the sword of the Creator, and you lead everyone in battle against great enemies. Not only that, but you are a strategist. You stand alongside rulers, supporting them, advising them. You do not seem particularly ambitious, and yet you accomplish so much.
你太高过了，可能我真的没有欲望。
I am amazed that you can say so. I have been reading about the history of Fargus, you know. The kingdom's founder, Lug, the king of lions, had 2 advisors. One of them was Pan, the undesiring strategist. According to historical records, Pan wanted nothing for himself. He devoted himself entirely to Lug. He had tremendous power, but he never seemed concerned about his legacy. So in the old chronicles, there is hardly any mention of Pan's deeds. All that we know is that he helped Lug, his friend and leader.
居然有这种人。
It is not surprising that you have never heard of him. I did not even know his name until recently. But when I watch how you conduct yourself, I feel that I am seeing the unknown deeds of Pan. It is only a thought, of course, but it makes me feel rather happy. Even if it is not in the pages of a history book, a life can be full of achievement. I know that I will never be greater than Edelgard. She will always surpass me. I am what I am. Like you and this undesiring strategist, I will do what I am called to do, even if no mark of me remains in the history books.
菲尔迪南特，放心吧，到了教会线呢，我会给你一个机会，让你亲手杀了艾德尔贾特。
Professor. The way your sword glides through the air, I am in awe. You, paired with that sword, it may bring about my end.
你想死吗？你要么就是想杀我，要么就是想我杀你。我们之间有没有第三种可能呢？
I do not know. Perhaps I do. Long ago, when the Death Knight saw you in the Holy Mausoleum, I came to an understanding that it is you, and you alone, who are capable of slaying me. Only you, with your sword, can do it. Upon reflection, I can see that our encounter was fated to happen. Ever since then, I've been thinking.
为什么是我？不是有更强的人吗？
Perhaps that is so. At that moment, he fell under your spell. You who wields the sword of the Creator. And now, as I fight alongside you, I too fall victim to your spell. That I am unable to fight you is truly regrettable.
现在就在这里对决吧，到战争结束为止。行吧，等战争一结束，我就砍死你，好吧？
Yes, I suppose that is true. This futile, pointless war. Let us end it quickly then. Uniting Fodlan and overthrowing the church are mere trivialities to me. All I truly need is you. You and nothing else.
有种被告白的感觉。
Perhaps that is true, viewed in a certain light. And please, don't get yourself killed by some foolish brigands. You must live, that we might fight one another to the death. I must know which one of us will emerge victorious. For now, I will have to use my imagination and savor the potential outcomes of that future. I can see it now. You swiftly dodging my blade, and then at last, your sword piercing my flesh.
看来你比较想被我杀呀？这种要求我这辈子没听说过。
I stumble to the ground, gasping for air, breathing my last. Or perhaps my blade will pierce you first.
还要继续？他的表情好销魂啊！
No, that is enough. I must refrain from such fantasies. They make my urge to slay you all the stronger. It is enough to stand by your side while I await that day of true pleasure.
那就拜托了。
Indeed. You and I are fated to be intertwined. I will follow you to the very gates of hell. 这
话果然是有点像在告白啊。 其实呢，我们游戏里面啊，可以搞基的人特别少。如果你选择一个男角色的话呢，你要跟男角色结婚，选择特别的少啊，只有2个，一个是林哈尔特，一个就是死神骑士，就他们俩，还有一个 DLC 里面的人物啊。你看死神骑士那个样子，就根本就不在乎你是男是女，对不对？是男是女都可以跟你结婚。
This month, we will take all of the military force we can muster and advance to the kingdom capital of Ferdiad. I have no intention of retreating to Garreg Mach after we've come this far. We will only return after we've conquered Ferdiad and put an end to this war. Be sure to steel your heart and ready yourself for the battle ahead.
已经准备妥当了，交给我吧。
I'm sorry to burden you, but please look after our allies as well.
我跟艾戴尔的我们的支援度也没有到 A 啊，其他人的话都到 A 了。
Be sure to steal.
我先来看一眼艾戴尔喜欢什么，然后呢再跟他办茶会。兴趣读书，独自散步，喜欢优秀的人，讨论历史观和战略，大自然美丽的风景，讨厌旧有的价值观这些啊。
Be sure to. Thank you.
帕梅拉的这个他肯定不喜欢，梅茶可以哦。薄荷茶、3日月茶、杏仁茶、草本茶、薰衣草茶。我猜他喜欢梅茶。
I'm glad you called me here. Thank you. It's quite hot.
看来不是他喜欢的茶。关于2人的将来。
Yes.
邀请一同用餐的对象。关于想成为的宾主。
Yes.
上次战斗的反省。
Of course. Do you remember the day we met? You protected me from those bandits.
那是很久很久以前啦。害羞。
Yes.
帅。
Thank you for the treat. This was fun. I hope you'll invite me again.
怎么还没到吗？
Be sure to. A lost item. A lost item. A lost item. A lost item. A lost item.
没有他的失误，那就送他礼物好了。那之前的话说他喜欢美丽的风景画。
I appreciate it.
他不喜欢这个，好吧？异国馨香，喜欢旅行，他喜欢旅行。
I appreciate it.
虔诚信徒。这个的话，艾戴尔肯定不喜欢这个女神像的木雕，但是我就很好奇，如果我把女神像的木雕给他，会怎么样？
Interesting choice.
然后就不加好感，好吧？ 玫瑰铃兰银莲花的兵法入门书。哎，这个不能给啊。女性
I appreciate it.
刺绣熊玩偶，园艺喜欢骑马，追求时髦，骑士精神，传信猫头鹰。送这个吧。
Thank you for that.
人人都喜欢
Thank
的。
you for this.
差不多了吧？志愿度应该提升了吧？哎，没错，提升了啊！提升的话，我看看要到哪里去触发。
Professor, do you mind if I complain about something, well, personal? Of course you don't. This army is almost all single men. If that marital status came before or during the war, I'm not to say. The point is, I'm in charge of the infirmary. I wind up treating hundreds of men every week. I get to talk to all sorts of men from all walks of life, all of the time. And yet...
有恋爱对象吗？
No! Not one of these men is infatuated with their caregiver. Isn't that supposed to happen in wartime? At this point, I'm just hoping you stay single too. Then at least we can share each other's misery.
两人互相慰藉是什么意思啊？大局为重。
Edelgard first invited me to join this army, I, to be frank, thought her dream utterly ridiculous. But at my advanced age, I was tempted by the notion of chasing a seemingly impossible dream through blood, sweat, and tears. 5 years on, the unification of Fodlan is slowly becoming a reality. Now I feel it may soon be possible to abolish the nobility and create a world where none need suffer due to crests. You need not say anything. I will stay by your side and hers to the very end.
Lord Arundel. As long as he exists, Lady Edelgard will...
我肯定比你更讨厌他呀！这人是我的杀父仇人啊！
I believe I have explained before that he is the one who commanded the likes of Solon and Crania. Cornelia, whom we defeated at Aryan Road, was also one of his. An irksome sort. We must not fail to be rid of him. He is a maggot, crawling in the filth of the world, feeding off the Empire like a parasite.
When you think of it, as one approaches the end of a war, the sacrifices only grow larger, don't they? The winning side musters their forces and attempts to strike a decisive blow, while those of the losing side make desperate attempts to turn the war in their favor. Neither side will give. I only wish we'd consider those who lose their lives in that struggle.
这是必要的牺牲，总比拖延战事要好。我们的处境也很危险，这是必要的牺牲。
Perhaps, but that doesn't make it any easier to accept your own survival depends on a throw of the dice.
That reminds me. Over 1,000 years ago now, not long after the Adrestian Empire was founded, the first emperor and his army, with the aid of Saros, set out on a campaign to the north with the aim of unifying Fodlan. Meanwhile, in the northern reaches of Fodlan, Nemesis, the King of Liberation, raised an army to take down the Empire. Both armies clashed on the Tailtean Plains, where Saros felled Nemesis.
As a result, the conflict ended in a victory for the Empire. It's known as the Battle of Tail Team.
没错，就是片头CG的那个场景啊。我去触发一下跟埃德尔贾特的支援剧情吧。
Yes? Oh, it's you, Professor. I was certain it was Hubert coming to drag me back to my duties. Your Majesty, you must know your supreme talents are needed at present. Why not gaze at these documents instead of the sky?
你学的不太像。
No? Well then. And here I thought my Hubert impression was second to none. But that's enough about Hubert for the moment. While I have your attention, I'd like to thank you for your help in that last battle. As you well know, I'm perfectly capable of commanding the army by myself. However, when you're around, it's somehow different. I'm not sure I can properly explain it. I suppose your perspective on the battlefield is simply sharper than mine. When you're devising tactics and tricks for us, it's almost as though you can read the enemy's mind. There's no getting around it. Your talent for strategy far exceeds my own. I'm quite jealous, in all honesty.
我也有不足之处，我也有羡慕别人的时候。
Is that a fact? Well, if you insist. I suppose a flower from another's field is always more beautiful. I'll admit, I think of you as rather detached. So to hear that you have emotions such as jealousy is something of a relief.
真要这么说的话，你才是。
I can't deny it. Ever since I underwent those procedures, I've certainly distanced myself from the ordinary world.
我们是伙伴。
Friends. That word somehow doesn't seem adequate. Besides, we've been friends for a long time, you and I. By now, we're so much more than that, at least in my mind. You know, instead of Edelgard, you can call me just Elle, if you so please. That's what my parents and closest sisters used to call me when I was little.
小王子也是叫她艾尔的，不只是她的双亲和关系很好的姐妹，好吗？小王子也是叫她艾尔的。现在你还有杀小王子？
Now there's no one left who calls me Elle. But with you, well, I think I could allow it. In fact, it would mean a great deal to me. Why? Well, you have stood beside me and shared my burdens. As I said, you are much more than a friend. In truth, you are like family to me. I suppose that's why.
好了，那接着的话呢，我们去一趟阿比斯。去阿比斯的话，先回自己的房间，然后我房间旁边就是阿比斯啦。今天这里也有异状，地上的守卫跟我们说，今天这里也没有异状。地下的话，今天这里也有异状。
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. The war is careening headfirst toward its grand finale. Do me a favor and get through this mess alive, okay? After the dust settles, maybe I'll go on to guard other entrances in other parts of the world. I'm a dreamer, my friend. Always have been.
来这里的话呢，我们要找一下那个占星师。这边好像还有个任务啊。这个地方是怎么过去的？
What do you require? Now let me see. Marvelous. This one should be proud of their growth.
Huh?
Now let me see. Ah yes, this one's growth is going quite well.
这个就是测评一下，对吗？
Now let me see. Ah yes, this one's growth is going quite well.
模仿突飞猛进，好吧。零哈尔特。
Now let me see. I see this one has gained some experience.
哈哈。哎，我们来看一下死神骑士。
Now let me see. Ah yes, this one's growth is going quite well.
再看看阿罗伊斯，我都不让他上场。
Now let me see. I see this one has gained some experience. Fare thee well.
啊，我们主要来找一下地头蛇，然后看一下邀请占星术士。
This one?
整理藏书室。
This one?
由于出现了调查地下藏书室的人，因此新增了任务。
See you again soon.
我们的这个布告栏啊，在这儿。哎，我们还要回去一趟，然后再回阿比斯的话呢，才可以，对吧？好吧，好吧。那我们先回去一趟吧。先到浴场这里来，把任务给交了。过去曾是教师的男人。接着，另外2个任务的话是在食堂外面接的。
Professor, maybe. I have a favor to ask. If you don't mind, I have a favor to ask.
接完任务呢，再去阿比斯。然后我去阿比斯完成了任务之后，还要再出来交，哎呦，好麻烦呀！来到阿比斯之后，看身后有什么东西在闪光。哦，这其实就是，上面的那个图书室啊，遗落的东西，西式奇书名录。我们可以看一下地下的图书室里有什么。福朵拉昆虫大全，哎，书名和内容不一致，似乎是装订了假的封面。以眼镜为基础制造用来望远的道具，望远镜吗？借助重合2片眼镜镜片，能够清楚地看到非常遥远的地方。大司教提出下列3点危险性，禁止制造该道具。因掌握敌营情报而激化战争，容易从远处进行狙击。主的神秘感会因为观测天象而减少。什么玩意儿？主的神秘感会因为观测天象而减少？什么？可燃的黑水。解剖人体，肆意剖开头部和胸部。曾有人坚决主张此事对医学有所贡献，但基于这种侮辱遗体的行为是对死者的亵渎，以及发展白魔法也能解决相关问题而被视为禁忌。一名枢机卿曾强烈的主张， 若让医学胜过信仰为根基的白魔法，教团的地位将岌岌可危，阻碍科技的发展。稍胜的报告书。第18项之5，法加斯之乱，颅骨举兵一事有几个可疑之处。他们为何能瞒过帝国集结兵马？他们是从何途径得到并使用类似英雄的遗产的神秘武具？帮助了颅骨并指挥所有战术的军师潘恩是何人？他也还在弗朵拉的黑暗中蠢蠢欲动。对主法加斯国王克劳斯一世遭暗杀而死，是骑士团暗杀部门的看法。不定下继承人，反而让3位王子3分领土，任谁都会怀疑这份不合常理的遗书是伪造的。这个目的呢，就是让加上雷斯塔地方气势超越帝国的法。在达斯卡悲剧之后，据说西方教会开始有更多人强烈谴责中央教会，当中甚至有人主张达斯卡仪式是骑士团暗杀部门所策划的。哈，围绕教义正统性而展开的对立更是一发不可收拾。其后，盖斯巴尔城主之子被这个的话是雷斯塔的门主里甘公爵欧兹瓦尔多的嫡子一家因意外死亡，去接续着上一代公爵的事件。连骑士团也怀疑这次事故是古罗斯塔尔伯爵所指使。就是说洛莲兹他们家的话呢，就杀了库罗德的一些亲戚吧，这些应该都是真的，因为这些书的话都是被西提斯从就是上面的图书馆丢下来的。果然是被西提斯丢下来的。颓废的盛宴。在装扮成圣者塞罗斯的小丑一刀斩下，装扮成涅梅西斯的罪人首级之时，观众都热烈的群起欢呼。这种东西吧，肯定会被西提斯禁掉呀。古旧的纸条，驼鹿肉。女神使者事先处理鱼身，丢掉鱼皮。加纳德包裹。写给某位贵族的信。向王国投诚。这个是，里冈公爵家的次女克罗提亚，这个的话应该是库罗德他妈，对不对？但是他说的这个话呢，我就不明白是什么意思了。跟你所说的一样，他对于分家一事没有丝毫的犹豫，甚至还打算把分到的领地让出，向王国投诚。在这个同盟内部最需要团结一致的时期，闹出家督争斗也就算了，还打算把其他国家卷入。我想他已经失去理智了。虽说他拥有的是大文章，而你的则是小文章，但你的父亲当时仍希望由你来继承爵位，这个判断果然相当正确的。 话说回来，你打算怎么处理我们的事呢？他已经寄了很多次求婚的信件给我，的确你是跟他长得一模一样，但我宁死也不要跟那个人结婚。要是你不打算来接我，我就自己去你那边。毕竟不知道父亲什么时候会改变主意，我会在孤月节快结束的时候离开迪亚朵拉，你要事先准备好哦。我想在花冠节跟你举行婚礼，你猜猜是为什么？我也是个女人啊，当然会向往成为花冠的新娘，明白了吗？说好了哦，拜托你哦。这什么玩意儿？啊，这是12个月，为什么是12个月？阿利尔的森林啊，这个是发生在解放王涅梅西斯死后的几个月啊，兄弟们都死了。为何赛罗斯如此憎恨我们？涅梅西斯王到底对赛罗斯做了什么？答应帮助他是错的吗？但那也是好久以前了，在这具身体腐朽之前。涅梅西斯这个人确实不怎么样。英雄的遗产与文章石。他好像说了什么，又好像什么都没说。他就是在怀疑啊，就是石杰的遗产是用骨头做的啊，至于是谁的骨头呢，他也没说。世界毁灭传奇。人逃往地底，逃往非神之物看不见的地方，逃往阳光照射不到的地方，逃往未被绝望之水侵蚀的地方，并发誓总有一天要来到被兽支配的地上，向非神之物复仇。这说的就是地底人的，就是那些地底人啊，暗黑蠢动者，就是索隆、莫妮卡还有塔列斯啊，那帮人的话。他们的历史吧，对吧？就他们本来是这片大地的居民，接着的话呢，就苏蒂斯苏醒了，然后就把他们原先居住的地方占领了，然后那些地底人没有地方去了，就跑到地底，然后。现在的话就要来破坏这个被苏蒂斯统治的大地啊。暂时就是这些啦。那我们看过之后的话，换个地方。我主要不是来这里看书的啊，我主要的话呢是过来找占星师的。
Why, hello there.
结缘细心。 哦，细心的话是取消，结缘的话才是这个。那先存个档。先来看一下我们的支援信息。我的话呢是打算，最后怎么分配呢？我跟林哈尔特结婚，然后埃戴尔的话跟汉尼曼在一起啊，然后休伯特的话呢是跟佩托拉、菲尔迪南特和马努埃拉，卡斯帕尔的话跟朵罗西亚，然后贝尔跟伊艾里扎，萨米亚和阿洛伊斯。这么一个，然后现在埃戴尔的话，他跟汉尼曼啊已经满了。那休伯特的话呢，跟佩托拉没有满。
Why, hello there. If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp. Come back soon now.
哎，这样的话，看到他们的支援等级就提升了。
Hubert, I have a request to give you, if I may be doing that.
Hello, Petra. How unusually formal.
You are always comparing me against Edelgard. I have been observing you, and you are not often making comparisons like that. So why are you always comparing me? I do not enjoy being compared.
An astute observation. I should point out that such a comparison only reflects well on you. I am perhaps doing so because you are both royalty.
That is not making sense to me. In battle, you and I are the same. Neither of us has a higher rank than general. Edelgard is leading the entire army. But you and I are both leading a part of the army. That should be making us... what is it? Comrades in arms.
Comrades in arms, you say?
When you are looking at me, you are thinking of me compared to Edelgard. But I want you to be looking at me as only myself. Do you have understanding? I do not want you seeing me as foreign royalty, but as your comrade in arms, who is working with you at your side.
Ah, I understand you now. It seems I've done you a great disservice, Petra. Your friendship is important to me. I am sorry that I failed to make that clear. By comparing you to Lady Edelgard, I have treated you merely as one chasing after her shadow. I have done so even while believing that the Empire and Bridget would never go to war again.
Do you really think you can stop comparing? I am knowing well that Edelgard takes a big place inside your heart.
I do not fully understand it. But when I look at you, I simply cannot help but think of Her Majesty. Your past, full of hardship. Your unwavering determination. Your uncommon excellence. As such, I cannot promise never to compare you. But I will try my best to do so less often.
For now, that will be okay. But I will not be giving up on this. And I want you knowing that one day, when you are comparing, you will be finding I have won the comparison.
What an amusing thing to say. Lady Edelgard's face would contort most bitterly were she to hear it.
Be marking my words, Hubert. One day, between the two of us, you will be choosing me.
佩托拉好主动啊，这应该是他主动向休伯特表白吧？那接下来的话是卡斯帕尔跟朵罗西亚，我们也来结一下缘。
Why, hello there. If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp. Come back soon now.
Hey, Caspar. Care to join me for tea?
Again? Well, let's make it quick. I gotta get some training in eventually.
More training? Don't you get tired of it?
No, I don't get tired of working toward my goals. Unlike you.
Me? What do you mean?
Your quest for the perfect husband. I haven't seen you wasting time with any dull-looking guys lately.
Oh, that. Maybe I just found something worth staying in for.
You mean in the monastery? This place is a dump compared to what it was 5 years ago.
That's not what I'm talking about. Honestly, Caspar, you don't understand women at all.
Well, excuse me. Maybe I'm just another dull guy.
That must be why you don't pick up on how I feel.
What?
When I'm around you, I feel like, well, like I can always be myself. I don't need to act differently or flirt or lie. I can just be me. I always said you were little brother material, but when we're alone like this, the idea of marriage...
Nope. Hold it right there. I'm gonna need a minute. I was not ready for this.
Caspar, settle. You might be getting the wrong idea. I was only saying, when I'm with you like this, I can forget all about marriage and just be friends.
Huh? Right. Of course.
Though I suppose relationships like that can also lead to marriage.
Now I know you're messing with me.
I'm not trying to tease. I was just thinking out loud. If neither of us ever find our special someone, it might not be so bad to settle down and spend the rest of our lives together. What do you think?
I haven't really thought about that. I'm not really the romance type. Spending the rest of my life with you doesn't sound so bad, though. But why are we even talking about this? There's no way you won't find someone great.
Stranger things have happened.
Either way, no point in worrying about it now. I'm plenty happy with our current situation. Let's just focus on staying good friends.
Good idea. Here's to us.
姐姐好会哦，不过卡斯帕尔的话呢，好像是个钢铁直男。阿罗伊斯跟萨米亚，还有贝尔和伊艾里扎的好感度要提一下。贝尔，伊艾里扎。
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
还有萨米亚和阿罗伊斯。
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp. Come back soon now.
Lately, I've noticed that our lunch times seem to coincide with one another's, and I...
Oh no! Am I bothering you? I am, aren't I? I knew you were getting too carried away, Bernie! I mean, it's no wonder you don't want to have lunch with me anymore. Just having me around probably makes your food taste awful.
My food tastes the same as it always does. I was merely stating a fact about our lunches coinciding.
Oh.
But I am curious as to why you want to eat with me. It isn't that you...
Ah! Please forgive me! I'm so sorry. I've been using you to avoid people. The truth is, hardly anyone ever comes near us, and it's been such a relief.
That's it? Well then, I don't mind.
Huh? You don't?
When last we spoke, you mentioned feeling a kinship to me. So I wondered if you were thinking that we may be kindred spirits of a sort.
Oh? I mean, of course not, Yuritsa! I didn't mean anything like that at all! Kindred spirits? Us? but I mean, totally hypothetical here, but, if I did think we were kindred spirits, would, there be a problem with that?
Yes, there would. The reason I dislike people is because if I don't keep my distance, it is only a matter of time before I kill them. If you continue spending time near me, death may find its way to you.
Oh, I see. I'm not quite sure how to say this, but I'm willing to take the risk. I mean, we're in the middle of a war. I could die at any point now, even tomorrow. So, if being near you means feeling comfortable during my final hours, well, that sounds like a pretty good deal to me. I wasn't entirely honest with you just now about the whole kindred spirits thingy. Want the real truth? I actually think we are. You and I have a whole lot in common. We both had a dark, troubling past. We both built walls around ourselves in response to that, to keep people out. Me, I take all my past hurts out on myself. But you, Yuritsa, you take yours out on the world. Maybe that's why you harm people. That was really overstepping, wasn't it? I'm sorry!
结局的时候就让贝尔纳提塔跟伊艾里扎在一起了吧？因为伊艾里扎也不能跟别人在一起啊，他只有跟贝尔有一个支援度，要么就是我了。我不跟他在一起，只能让贝尔跟他在一起啦。
Listen, Shamir, I want to apologize for the conversation we had. I really embarrassed myself.
No need to apologize. I was not bothered.
I just want to make one thing clear. I don't resent my missions as a knight. I will complete any mission I'm told to carry out.
I know. In fact, you are the most loyal knight I have fought beside. You are no coward.
I think I am a coward, actually. Every night I fret about ghosts that don't really exist. I wish I could be as strong as you are. The fact is, I'm weak. There's nothing I can do to change it.
You should not mistake your kindness for weakness. You contemplate the lives you have taken because you care, even when the emotions may be frivolous. That is something I am not capable of. I am not the only one who has noticed. Everyone else sees your kindness and wishes to share in it.
Shamir.
It's okay to hold on to the ghosts of your past. They are a part of who you are. But you cannot let them hold onto you. If you are sad, others will notice and share in that as well.
I see. That makes sense. Optimism. Cheery old Alois, that's me.
He recovered quickly, and with surprising energy. Alois has many qualities I could never emulate. His positive and kind nature gives strength to those around him. Even to this Dagdan mercenary trying to find her place in an unfamiliar land.
Shamir! Stop lagging! Start lagging!
Then again, he has many qualities that I do not wish to emulate.
“好了，那这样的话，所有的配对呢都到 A 级了。但是的话，我这里依然有很多人没有到 A 啊。那我想把他们的剧情呢都看一下。
Why, hello there.
艾黛尔和休伯特。
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
艾黛尔和菲尔迪南特。
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
安戴尔和林哈尔特。
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp. Come back soon now.
And that concludes my report.
Hubert, I can't shake the feeling that you're keeping more secrets from me.
I have told you before. There are secrets even I am unwilling to share.
I remember. However, I am the Emperor now. If the Minister of the Imperial Household does not obey his orders, I have the right to execute him.
I fear you have misunderstood me, Your Majesty. It is true that I am officially your minister, but such titles are of little significance to me. I serve you purely out of personal devotion. Perhaps there was a time when I served the Imperial line due to my duty as a member of House Vestra. But since you returned from the kingdom, my loyalty has been to you alone.
I see. Then you are unwilling to obey my orders as Emperor?
Correct. If you prefer to treat this formally, then charge me with a crime. I will gladly offer up my neck to the executioner.
You know I would never do such a thing, and that I pay no heed to the title you bear. It is your own presence and capabilities that I value so highly, Hubert. Titles are meaningless next to such things. Our families have no bearing on this matter, nor does the Empire itself.
In that case, Lady Edelgard, I ask you to turn a blind eye to my secrets. They're trifles, beneath your notice. Best I handle them alone. You should focus on the path ahead of you. The Scarlet Path I have carefully prepared. Whether that path is red with blood is not something you need trouble yourself over.
As Emperor, I'm obliged to accept that answer. However, as your friend, it irritates me to no end. You speak often of painting the path I walk, yet you do so in secret. I am the one you serve, but you refuse to let me in. I trust you, Hubert, and that is precisely why I want to know everything. Your secret hopes and burdens, all of it. If I'm truly the center of your world, then I wish you would trust me as well as I trust you.
Very well. You have me beaten. I will tell you as much as I am able. From the assassins I've eliminated, to the gold I've spent on bribes, to the identity of the one I love.
You? In love? Whoever could it... Oh, I've got it! I should have known all along!
You already suspect. I had really hoped to keep this secret from you.
Enough teasing. Tell me her name, Hubert.
It is you, Lady Edelgard. Did you ever really doubt?
Hubert, you never cease to surprise me.
然后就冷场啦。
Ah, the smell, the texture, the smooth finish. This region's tea is the finest in the world.
Hello, Ferdinand. You seem to be in a good mood.
What is that supposed to mean? Perhaps you expected me to hold a grudge against you after our duel. In fact, I have moved on.
Have you now? Well, I'm glad to hear it.
I took it hard at the time, I will confess. I always thought that I equaled you in skill, or even surpassed you. But you showed me that I do not come close to matching your talents. Yet a true noble does not give up in the face of defeat. I will continue my training, and one day I will be an elite warrior. That is the path I must take, as a noble and a man of honor.
You really are in a good mood. Your determination is admirable.
Yes, one day I will surpass your abilities, and I will defeat you in combat.
Ferdinand, there's something I've been meaning to say to you for a while now. Honestly, I couldn't care less that you were of noble birth. Your fierce determination doesn't come from your bloodline. It's your own doing. The reason I value you and want to be friends with you is because of who you are, not who your family is.
I have something I would like to say to you, too. Certainly we must recognize the common folk who strive for greatness and attain it. But for those of us born into nobility, things are more complicated. From birth, nobles must excel. If we do not, we will be forced out of our houses. This environment breeds superior individuals, and they in turn recreate the rigorous environment for their own children. Without that cycle, there would be no political elite guiding the world towards prosperity.
So you're saying that the kind of world I'm striving to create is wrong?
I would not go so far as to say your way is wrong, just that another way might be better. If you insist upon undoing the nobility, then we must build something in its place. We can provide free education for all, and then select the highest performing students for more intensive training and tutoring. I truly believe that people are products of their environment.
Finding a way to educate the people. Interesting. I'm impressed by how much thought you've given this. No matter what shape the world takes, I'm sure I'll always need people like you by my side. People with strong principles who will argue with me and force me to consider ideas that are contrary to my own.
Yes, exactly! Finally, Edelgard, you appreciate how important I am to your cause.
I've always thought of you as a valued friend, Ferdinand. That's nothing new.
Edelgard, I have to tell you something. I think now is the right time. Do you know what my ancestor Derek von Eyre said after your ancestor defeated him? He said, "You are an imperial beauty. Please, accept me as your husband."
Halt, Ferdinand. There's a time and a place for everything. But that time is not now.
其实艾黛尔呢，因为他暗恋我，所以的话，他拒绝了一切向他表白的男人。艾黛尔和林哈尔特。
Linhard, I finally found you.
These structures were built more than 1,000 years ago and still remain. Amazing. Most interesting, there's a pattern to the saints' emblems carved into each of the sarcophagi. Here, you'll see if you come take a look.
Perhaps another time. Right now, I have something to discuss with you. You've said before that you don't care about the usefulness of your research. After giving it some thought, I decided that I'd like to create an institution for crest and relic research, and I'd like for you to lead it. All you would need to do is carry out whatever research you like. Somebody else will decide how to make use of your findings. What do you think? I imagine such an environment would suit you quite well.
Let's be clear that I have my reservations, but I suppose I'll take you up on your offer, if you insist. Although I'm unsure if it's a good idea. If my research dries up, you'll be stuck with a worthless institute. I do hope you understand that, Your Majesty.
Why are you skeptical about my proposal?
It's because all I've ever cared about is following my own curiosity, wherever it takes me. Being head of some institution and researching as part of an organized team sounds like no fun at all. At that point, it's not research, it's just a job, and one I've been practically forced into at that. However, since I know you've put a lot of effort into preparing this opportunity for me, and since I like you well enough, I will begrudgingly take you up on the offer.
Well then, I suppose I should be grateful. But I'll be honest, I see little point in bringing you on board if you're so troubled by the idea. Let's put this idea on hold for the moment. I'll figure something out for you by war's end. I have great respect for your talent, Linhard. I'm certain I can find a way to make use of it that's to your liking.
Adele 和林哈尔特、贝尔、德罗西亚、佩托拉。
Why, hello there. If it is your wish. is within your grasp.
看来还要再结一次才行。
If it is your wish. Everything is within your
哎，
grasp.
出现这个提示的话，他俩的支援度就又一次提升了。然后是艾达尔和贝尔。
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
艾达尔和德罗西亚。
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
还要再结一次。
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
接着是艾达尔和佩托拉。
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
最后是艾达尔和马努埃拉。
If it is your wish. Everything is within your
还要
grasp.
再结一次的话才能提升。
If it is your wish. Everything is with. Come back soon now.
Here again, I see.
Of course, Your Majesty. I couldn't investigate this place freely when those of the church were around.
Understandably. Now, about my proposal to create an institution for Creston Relic research. I've decided to move forward with it. As for who will lead the charge...
You want me to be in charge of the thing after all, don't you?
Actually, no. I was just considering some conditions for whoever applies for the job.
Conditions? What kind of conditions?
To start, I won't allow the position to be a secondary one. That excludes lords who are busy looking after their own territories.
你不是要废除贵族制度吗？怎么还有领主啊？
Are you suggesting landholding lords would have no means of applying?
Quite the opposite. I'm looking for applicants with enough passion for the job that they're willing to relinquish any landholding rights they possess. They will be provided with necessities like food, clothing, and housing, but will receive no further compensation.
你他妈中央集权呐！
That said, they will be free to take as much time off as they desire.
Do you expect anyone to be interested in such an odd position?
That's my hope.
Have you gone mad? Demanding someone rescind their land rights and then provide no compensation? Even the unlimited time off is a rather discourteous perk to offer. No one would accept room, board, and endless time to research. No one but me. Why must you...
Why must I what?
Why must you understand me so well? I asked you to consider the feelings of those below you. I never expected you to consider mine to this extent.
I told you I'd figure out a way to make use of your talents that you'd find acceptable.
Honestly, no woman has ever gone through this much trouble for me before.
Then have you decided?
Yes, I have. I would be most pleased to accept your offer, Your Majesty.
然后就没了。是说艾戴尔跟林哈尔特没有结婚的剧情吗？他们就算有结局的话，也是这种，就林哈尔特成为他的左右手这种剧情。
Gardening with you is a lot of fun, Lady Edelgard.
I feel the same. You know so much about it, Bernadetta.
I looked after flowers a lot back home. I like them. They don't talk, they don't get angry, they don't hit you. And they're sweet.
They are sweet. Unlike people, they can all be trusted on sight.
You're sweet too, Lady Edelgard. I mean, not sweet, but, you know what I mean. You can talk or even get angry all you want.
Well, I'll strive to avoid getting angry.
You're really kind. I'm less scared of you than I used to be. Most nobles are terrifying. I've had lots of bad experiences with them. But getting the chance to talk to you like this makes me glad I came to the monastery.
I'm glad too. You made quite a few friends at the academy, didn't you? I had heard rumors about the reclusive daughter of House Varley, but you're nothing like I imagined.
Rumors? About me? Just pretend you didn't hear anything.
There's no need to be embarrassed. Rumors are meaningless. All that matters is the truth.
You're right. I'm not really a recluse now anyway. Not since I came to the monastery. I won't let the rumors bother me.
I'm happy to hear it. Actually, I should thank you.
Thank me? What for? Wait, do you mean you need to thank me for all the times I've made you mad? You do, don't you?
That mind of yours. No, I mean the grateful sort of thanks. Before I met you, I was more prone to anger, but now I've changed in that regard. So, thank you for that. Oh, I suppose you're not listening.
Oh, I'm done for! 5 years' worth of resentment is about to crash down on me all at once! Ah!
It's okay, Bernadetta. I'm thanking you, not attacking you.
Oh, I jumped to conclusions again, didn't I?
You did, yes. But don't worry about it. Enough talk, don't you think? Let's take care of these sweet little plants.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Bernadetta, I hope you'll keep spending time with me.
Of course I will. Hey, look! This flower's just about ready to bloom.
So it is. I can't wait to see its true colors.
Hey, Adi, take a look at this. I received it as a gift. It was sent from... I don't remember. Anyway, the point is...
Dorothea, when you receive a gift, don't you think you should try to remember who it's from?
You're right. That's a little thoughtless of me.
What's gotten into you lately? You seem mostly uninterested in the various suitors throwing themselves at you.
现在开始对女人感兴趣了。
Is something on your mind?
Oh, don't worry about me. Everything's fine. I'm just not that interested in certain men.
Do you have any idea why?
Well, I do have an inkling.
You seem reluctant to tell me. Is it somehow my fault?
No, nothing like that. Okay, I suppose you're not completely wrong, but...
How do you mean? Please, just say what's on your mind.
When the two of us are together, talking like this, somehow I don't feel like I care about my troubles with love anymore. So it's fine.
There's nothing wrong with that, of course. But it seems we should get to the bottom of such a drastic change. Maybe we can figure it out if we just...
Adi, I'm telling you, I'm fine. If you push me any further, I'll write an opera about you. I'll do it right here and now. And then I'll sing it in your face.
Settle down, Dorothea. I can take a hint. If you insist, I'll drop the subject. Whatever you do, don't write more opera lines about me. My cheeks are probably still red from your last performance.
Well, I can't promise anything. But if I try real hard, by the time the war is over, I might just have an opera written, starring you. No need to worry though, Adi. I'll be fabulous as you. A performance they'll rave about for years.
The frightening part is that I don't know whether you're joking or not. But I do regret to inform you that you won't be playing the role of Edelgard.
Why's that?
Don't you see? No story about me would be complete without the character of Dorothea. It would be ridiculous for you to play me instead of yourself.
Adie, you really are something special, aren't you?
双向奔赴啊！
I have been watching you in secrecy, Edelgard. But you and Hubert were noticing me, correct?
Well, if you intend to shadow us like that, you can be sure it won't escape our notice. Hubert was primed and ready to remove you. I ordered him to stand down.
You have my thanks. I have been making a decision that I am wanting to learn from you. I was thinking it was enough to be shooting one bird with one arrow. But after speaking with you, I trained with hardness. Now I can be shooting 2 birds with 1 arrow.
2 pheasants? Are you implying that...
Yes, a single arrow.
That's astounding, Petra. It's perhaps a bit late to explain now, but what I was getting at earlier was actually...
I am having a joke.
You... come again?
I really was shooting these birds with 1 arrow, but my joke is that I did have understanding about what you told me. I took it to my heart.
Did you know?
You are a person with great bluntness. I am admiring of you. As an emperor, a commander, a warrior, and a friend, you are excelling at all that you do. All of the Empire is resting on your shoulders, and that is including Brigid, too. I will not be falling behind you. I will be carrying Brigid on my shoulders, too. And one day, you and I will be facing each other, and we will be shaking hands.
Yes, that much is certain. I can see that you no longer need me to look out for you. You and I are much the same. We dutifully shoulder our burdens and stand tall no matter what. It would be foolish of me to deny it.
Your words give me great joy. And it also gave me joy to see you being flustered when I was showing you the birds.
A cheap trick, to be sure, but inarguably funny. To think that you went to all the trouble of shooting 2 pheasants at once for the sake of a joke. Well played, Petra.
We both are growing every day. I hope we will keep doing so.
Eidelgard和马努埃拉。
Something on your mind, Edelgard? This may not be the best place to sit and think. An archer might try to take a lucky shot at you.
Right you are. I appreciate your concern. In here, I'm trapped in a whirlwind of political affairs. I just needed to escape for a moment to get some fresh air.
I understand completely. May I ask what was on your mind? I'd like to help.
To be honest, I still can't forget what you told me before. I don't want you to misunderstand and think I'm against everything the Church represents. There's good there, buried in the corruption. Still, I find it extremely difficult to step back and accept the good, overlooking all the rest. For the world to start anew, it's necessary for the nobility system and the Church of Seiros to both be completely crushed.
Perhaps. I suppose that might be the only way for you to achieve your goals.
I believe so. But then I think about people like you, who are devoted to the goddess. People who are unlike the others, who are willing to fight for themselves rather than leaving everything in the hands of a higher power. When I achieve my aim, I'll be crushing your emotional and spiritual support. Yet despite all that, you're still here. Still supporting me.
Don't worry yourself about that, Edelgard. People are always weaker than you think, but never as weak as you expect. The goddess is our silent foundation. She watches over our every step, but never gets directly involved. You, on the other hand, want to support us with your own flesh and blood, to push us forward toward a better future. As it were, some problems require drastic measures. I believe you know that better than anyone. It takes strength to take those measures. That's why you inspire people. You're probably why some of them get out of bed in the morning.
You're too kind.
Now, I've just been around a bit longer than you, that's all. While we're on the subject, yes, the goddess does supply me with emotional support. But so do you, whether you know it or not.
What do you mean by that?
Just what I said, my dear. Just what I said.
Now I'm blushing. Let's change the subject, shall we?
As you wish. I think I've said quite enough as it is.
好的，就这样呢，艾戴尔的所有支援剧情都已经看完了。现在的话还有薛波特跟菲尔迪南特·贝尔多罗西亚。
Why, hello there. If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
要再结一
If
次。
it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp. If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
薛伯特和多罗西亚。
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
还有跟汉尼曼。
If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp.
还有跟萨米亚。
If it is your wish. Everything is within. Come back soon now.
It's strange. I never thought you and I would be able to sit together and drink tea like this.
Drink tea, you say? But that does not smell like tea. The aroma. Would that be coffee by any chance? Imported from Dagda, I believe. I do not care for it myself.
Your knowledge is impressive. Although I should expect nothing less from a noble, I suppose. Lady Edelgard surpasses you in nearly every respect. But I think when it comes to positivity, you may actually exceed her.
Excuse me?
In a way, it is merely a mask for your tactlessness. But even so, your relentless optimism, well, suffice it to say that it is your best quality.
What?
You are constantly striving to grow as a person, to seek new knowledge, to push new limits. When others might get distracted or abandon their path, you never yield. In that aspect, at least, I think you are unmatched.
Hubert, are you all right? Do you have a cold? Or the plague? Am I hearing a deathbed confession?
It was only a compliment. There's no need for such dramatic exaggeration.
Dramatic, you say?
I do my best to analyze others without emotion. Even if I find you to be a contemptible degenerate, I can still evaluate your abilities in an impartial way.
So, because you assess people without emotion, you are totally confident in your appraisals. It seems I was wrong about you.
Huh. You actually understand.
Please, do not compliment me again, though. I find it quite unsettling. It is like hearing a snake sing an aria. At least put it in a letter next time.
In the very unlikely event that there is a next time, I promise to put it in writing.
他俩的话还有 A 加的支援剧情呢。
A summons from Bernadetta? How historic.
I've got something to give you.
Do you? What is it?
A token of apology for all the rude stuff I've said. It's only right. I hope this will help you let go of all the grudges you're probably holding against me.
There are no grudges, but very well. I'll accept it.
You will? Great! Here you go.
Some kind of embroidery. A flower. This is certainly lovely, but why give it to me? It seems like something you would send to a female friend or someone you had romantic feelings for.
But it's, lovely, you said, right? That's why. If you wear it, maybe you'll look less, terrifying.
You would like me to wear this?
You hate it, don't you? I knew it. I knew you'd be angry. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Why not? Do I put it here? It really is quite nice. I cannot say that it suits me, but...
No, it does. It looks great on you.
贝尔也嚣张起来了。
Sorry.
Nothing else for it, I suppose. I dislike you laughing at me, but it is preferable at least to you fleeing in terror. Therefore, I will wear this when I am around you in the future.
Really? You will? I'm so glad. But you're sure? You're really sure?
If you're going to question me about it, perhaps I'll change my mind.
No. I believe you. You're a lot less scary with it on.
That is what's most important. Now I suppose it is safe for me to return to my usual strict methods.
No, I'm not ready!
This again.
休伯特跟贝尔也是可以结婚的啊，看他们之间的话也是挺有爱的。
Hubie, I've been thinking.
What's this all about now?
It's about what you said before, about your path.
You mean the path that Lady Edelgard and I walk?
I guess I don't really understand that kind of thing since I've always been focused on my own goals. But you, Adie, Professor, all of you are fighting for an ideal. That's big. It touches everyone. Then there's me, with my hands full thinking of just myself.
One person seems enough to me.
Maybe you're right.
Do you have something more to say, Dorothea? It is unlike you to seem so uncertain.
I guess so. I'm sorry, Hubie. It's just, I've been thinking a lot lately about whether Adie might command you to marry me.
What?
这也太直白了吧。
Perhaps Adie might command you.
No need to repeat it. I heard you quite clearly.
Like I said, my hands are full thinking of just one person. But if you and I were devoted to one another, maybe we could strive for the future you believe in. Maybe I'd finally understand your path, and be able to think about more than just myself.
Seems it's my turn to not understand. Did you just propose marriage as a way to get to know me? How exactly would such an arrangement benefit me?
Oh, it'll benefit you.
Go on.
Well, this path you're walking with 80 will have one more loyal follower. Isn't that enough?
I suppose it may well be. Your contribution to our cause has been noteworthy. I've no complaints about your battle prowess either. And if you are able to walk the path as I do, that would be something very special.
So, will you consider it? This is all because of you, you know. You made me wonder what it's like to be wholly devoted to another person.
All right. I'll consider it.
真的有女孩子会喜欢休伯特吗？这中间隔了一个爱戴尔啊。
I must thank you for lending your expertise to the aid of Her Majesty, Hanneman.
Your gratitude is wasted on me, Hubert. I choose this situation entirely because it benefits me. I could carry out my research anywhere, of course, but that is, as they say, beside the point.
Is that so?
Hubert, there's something I want to tell you. Will you hear me out?
Depends what it is.
It concerns your father.
Then no, absolutely not.
Oh, by all means, cover your ears and run out of the room. I'll still speak the words, for I feel that I must. Your father, the Marquis of Vestra, well, rather the former Marquis of Vestra, was a selfless man. He was practical and never sought power for the sake of power. In that respect, you and he are rather alike. Do you think such a man would so easily betray his emperor, even if led astray by the Prime Minister?
Clearly, yes. That's exactly what he did. He played a large part in the assault on the palace, personally spearheaded the Emperor's capture. The thought of those treacherous arms reaching out for Her Majesty is truly upsetting.
Agreed. Facts are facts. The palace walls are stuffed with countless truths, all of them concealed by the stones and mortar of fact. I hoped you would have the capacity to see the unfettered truth. But I fear that where your father is concerned, your eyes may see only what you wish them to see.
I'll take that under advisement.
Feel free to ignore me. I know full well I have my own blind spots. It's just, I believe your father had something he was trying to protect. Bearing a stain on his honor, being purged by his own son, all in the name of protection. I speak from knowledge, as someone who failed to protect something I held dear.
Let's say you're right. Suppose he did it to protect something he cared about. It doesn't matter. Doesn't change his actions or my judgment of them. My father was a traitor to House Rasvelg, and he deserved what he got. That was me protecting something I care about.
Ah, I can see the right of that. You have chosen your own path, Hubert. Continue protecting what you wish to protect, and I shall support you from the bottom of my heart.
说到底，他也没说休伯特的爸究竟想守护什么东西，对吧？
All finished. Time to go. You really must stop sneaking up on me, Shamir.
And what if I don't? I can take you.
Maybe. Either way, it's a waste to fight an ally.
We're allies now? I guess I should be more careful with you. Are you sure it was right to kill them? I believe your mistress told you to let them go.
That is exactly what I will say I did. But leaving them alive would have been a mistake. I did what had to be done.
Is that so? Maybe you're not just some sycophant. It takes guts to disobey a direct order.
Lady Edelgard's time is rightfully occupied with a great deal of concern and contemplation. Her affairs are of far greater consequence than a trifle like this. Much rests on the decisions she makes. But little details of this kind happen to be my area of expertise, so I simply handle them. Better that than to burden her with needless debate.
Logical through and through, aren't you?
That is how I do things.
I like people who are thorough.
You seem quite thorough in your methods as well.
As a rule, I am. Regarding decisions, I planned on leaving Fodlan after completing my contract. But now I'm starting to think I might stay here.
Stay here? I'm forced to wonder what your intentions might be.
I have no ulterior motives. I've just grown a little fond of you.
Excuse me? You've what?
For someone so intelligent, you're very dense. It's not just about you, though. I've learned to like Lady Edelgard and most everyone else here as well. I wouldn't mind staying on to work as your specialist.
It's a fine offer. But perhaps we should wait until after the war to discuss it thoroughly.
Fair. But you owe me, remember?
Not much I can say to that, is there?
怎么这么多女孩子会喜欢休伯特啊？萨米亚的话，她直接向休伯特表白啦。
Why, hello there. If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp. If it is your wish. Everything is within your grasp. Come back soon now.
Hello, Ferdinand. Wait, that aroma.
Your nose is as sharp as ever, Hubert. Yes, it is a bag of fresh coffee beans.
Why did you buy coffee? You said you don't care for it.
My stance has not changed. Drab, bitter, with that muddy texture. If I have even a sip, my hands start to tremble.
Rather harsh. What are you doing with it then?
Well, you see, but wait a moment. What is that? Is that an imported tea from the East?
It is indeed. Keen eyes.
Flaunting my favorite drink right in front of me. And you do not even drink tea. Fiendish. It is for Edelgard, I assume.
Before I answer that, I would like to know what you are doing with the coffee.
Well,
Is it a gift? Perhaps for someone you fancy?
A gift, yes. For you.
Who is the unlucky... Did you say for me? This coffee is a gift for me. Have I heard you correctly?
Yes, that is what I said. A noble does not go back on his word. Just take it.
I should decline.
Why?
The thought of receiving a gift from you, unbidden and unreciprocated, fills me with revulsion. Therefore, accept this tea as a gift from me.
From me? Are you certain? I would hate to deprive the intended recipient of such a fine tea.
That would be difficult to do, since I bought it with you in mind.
Oh, in that case, thank you. What? You were planning to give this to me all along?
That is what I said.
Really? Only one thing to do. We must take a tea break.
Very well. But tea is not what I will be drinking.
Of course. I will make you some coffee.
Then I will prepare the tea.
这两个人好鸡啊！行，那我们本期的话呢，就先结束在这里了，我们下期再见吧。